All right, so welcome back. In our last explainer, we talked all about how the present moment is kind of a blueprint playing out from our past. But, and this is the important part, it's also the exact place where we can set new conditions in our mind, where we can wake up to what's really going on and create a brand new blueprint for our future. So today, we are focusing squarely on that future, on becoming the person we actually want to be, using the incredible wisdom from Chapter 8 of this book. So let's just start with a really direct question right off the bat. Are you the person you truly want to be? It's a heavy one, I know, but it's really at the heart of our whole journey today. This is all about how we bridge that gap, between who we are right now and the person we really aspire to be deep down. And any journey like this has to begin with a really, really honest look at where we're standing. So that brings us to our first section, Are You Truly Stuck? I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? That feeling of just being stuck in a rut, like you're spinning your wheels. You know you want to change something, but man, it just feels impossible. While the book suggests this isn't some failure of willpower, it's because we get caught in these cycles that are so familiar, so weirdly comfortable, that we don't even see them for the traps they really are. And these cycles, they aren't some abstract problem. No, they're the little, everyday habits that keep us playing small. The book gets super specific here, binge watching a show until you just feel hollow inside, arguing with your family almost out of habit, staying in a relationship that you know is just draining your soul. These are the patterns that feel familiar, but they are definitely not leading us where our hearts want to go. This quote from the book, wow, it just gets right to the core of it. You'd rather stick with pain you know than face whatever's out there. Just think about that for a second. The pain we're used to, it's predictable. We know how to handle it. But the uncertainty of change, that can feel absolutely terrifying. So we choose the familiar ache over the unknown possibility of something better. It's a trap disguised as safety. But here's the good news. There is a way out. And it's not about muscling your way through or forcing change. It's about seeing clearly. And that's the idea at the heart of our second section, the turning point. So here's the big shift. The book explains that we all have this inner wisdom. It calls it our good nature that helps us see past the illusion. So what feels like comfort, it's often just deception. What we call pleasure might actually be danger in a clever disguise. And that thing we do to escape, it's really just another form of suffering. The turning point happens the moment we start to see our habits for what they really are, not just what they feel like for a second. And this is so crucial, that moment of clarity, when you finally admit to yourself, I just can't do this anymore. It might feel like you've hit rock bottom, it might feel like total despair, but according to the book, that is the exact moment that wisdom is born. It is not failure. It's the beginning of courage. It's the first real step towards changing everything. So once you have that honest insight, that aha moment, what do you do with it? Well, this brings us to the book's really practical framework for turning that new wisdom into real, meaningful action. Let's get into the path to freedom. Here's the roadmap, and it's so clear. First, there's knowing. Just seeing the situation for what it is. No more excuses. That leads to understanding, really getting the true cost of staying stuck. And that sparks a vision of what a better life could actually look and feel like. From that vision comes inspiration, this deep inner feeling that, you know what? I deserve better than this. And only then do you take action, not because you have to, but because you're guided by a whole new resolve. And here's the part that's just so profound. This isn't just a set of steps that lead to freedom. The book makes the point that each step is an act of freedom in itself. For someone in an abusive relationship, for example, the moment they truly know in their bones this isn't love, they have already taken the first step out. That single moment of knowing is an act of liberation. Okay, so those practical steps are absolutely essential. But to really anchor our motivation, the book asks us to zoom way, way out to consider the ultimate reason we want to change, framed by this section's title, Before You Leave This World. It basically asks, are you living a life that will let you leave this world without regrets? It's about the biggest picture of all. And this question, man, it just cuts right to the heart of everything. I want you to really think about this. Are you the person your younger self would look up to for wisdom and security? Think about that kid you were, with all those dreams and hopes. Are you living in a way that would make that child proud? Are you the person they could turn to and feel safe? It completely reframes our life, doesn't it? So, how do we do that? The book suggests we start by becoming the responsible, loving parent to ourselves that maybe we always needed. This means giving that inner self, that kid who is still in there, the kindness, the safety, and the steady guidance we deserve. It's about finally giving yourself what you may have always looked for from other people. And here's the gentle nudge that brings it all into focus. This isn't meant to create pressure or anxiety. It's about recognizing how precious today is so that one day you can leave this world without regrets. Every single day is a new opportunity to get a little closer to the person that child always believed you could be. You still have time, but it's not forever. So, we're going to end here with a question for you to take with you. Based on all of this, what is the one step? It can be tiny. What is the one step you will take today to become the person you truly want to be? Because as we're going to see in our next explainer, this journey of transformation isn't about some giant leap. It's about finding freedom in every single moment, step by step.